We're going to talk about the land today. We're going to talk about the issue of the land. Julius Malema explaining like this fight didn't start with us. The fight of the land. And black people are not allowed to talk about their land. We won't talk about their land. People are getting too emotional. People they're calling Trump. But how can we live in the country?
This fight was starting.
How can we live in a country where like black people own 4% of the land? 72% is owned by Europeans from outside South Africa. And like this is a history that we need to educate our kids. A history that must be added to school subject. Because we need to understand what happened to our land, what happened to our sisters, what happened to our stories. Because of the land, the land is not yet returned. We must pick up the spear and continue the fight and reclaim what belongs to us. It's so bad. It's good. So let's fixing the Wi-Fi because the problem. Good. So like, okay.
In a battle for land.
Let's start.
This fight was starting. It was not started by us. A lot of fights were fought.
Definitely, if someone comes to your country and take your land by force, what you're going to do? You're going to wait. You're going to look for them to take your country that belongs to you. Definitely, this fight never started by us. It never started by us. But how can people from Europe, they own 72% of the land and us own 4% of the land?
Because our people were refusing with their land. One of those rebellions was Mbambata Rebellion in 1906. There is no nation in the whole of South Africa which has never engaged in a battle for land.
So like now we need to come to talk on this topic. People commenting. Remember, this is a reaction. This is a reaction. This topic must be taught at school to understand the history come from, to understand what happened to the land. So picking up the spear for 12 years old, but you are Zimbabweans, Juju. We are all African. Zimbabwe, this guy is a petty man. It's a Zimbabweans. People who say you are Zimbabweans, when you check them, they're from Europe. They're not even part of a continent. They don't say you are Zimbabwe. When you look at a person from Europe, it's not even part of the Africa continent. And how are you going to know which land is belong to all these matters? No, in that way, that means people from outside, we are going to give them ugly peace, all of them. They are going to get ugly peace in that way. Then us, we take those best. What happened to our ancestors? They removed to our land, they put them to inform or to settlements or squatter camp. We put them in a squatter camp, then we run, then we employ them. The question that, let me see this. Yes, what we're going to do, they can farm. Look at Zimbabwe, all of nothing free or mahara. Yeah, that is free, but those who didn't buy knows themselves. They know their laws. Don't say those, they know when they come here. No one came with the money and buy land from our sisters. East Africa, come on. They want to come and say like, yes, we bought the land. Yes, we bought the land, but you must know the truth. They want to come and say like, we bought the land. But those who didn't buy it, this is our land. We want it back. Yes, I have Khoisan family. It's not about being Khoisan family. Khoisan are us. If one wants to own the land, they must buy a land, not forcefully claim it and buy it. Toro people were forcibly removed on their land with violent threats or action. This is history, still told by those alive. No one has a problem buying the land, but buying stolen land, it's never. Why should buy the land that people stolen?
You can go to Basotho you can go to Amaxhosa, Amazulu, you can go to Bapedi, Kukuni. They all fought for the land. And because the land is not yet returned, we are duty bound to pick up the spear and continue the fight to reclaim.
That's even like when Cyril Ramaphosa want to do it peacefully. Ramaphosa, man, he want to do it peacefully. So like the bill that he said, so like people they can claim the land. If you know like you've been forcefully removed your land, you can claim it your land back. He do it in the right way with laws. But they are crying, they're going to Trump, say like, hey, in South Africa there's a laws of racist, there's a racist. When we check, this is Africa, it's not Europe. There's a number one, you must come to your mind. This is Africa, it's not Europe. So when there are people from here suffering, staying in the shacks, you are saying what? Land is owned by 72% of whites, 4% of black people. Don't come with the stories here. Whether you like it or not, land must be returned back to a rightful owner. Leadership swept the land to other land they can do nothing from it. Ask Ramaphosa for land. What you like, we did. We want our land back. You must buy land like the rest of us. Where do you buy the land, brother? You people act like there was no apartheid. People act like there was no apartheid. That's what pissed me off. People coming here acting like there were no apartheid. That's bothering me a lot. We must buy. Where do you buy? Where do you buy it? So land not taken from our forefathers. Yes, I don't know what president got land for free. You will know them then. You will know them. So you don't know about the land that was forcefully taken, about how our parents and grandparents were forcibly displaced. Yes, South Africa, our biggest problem is land. No hungry tummies, no healthcare, no access to school, no infrastructure. You can't eat land. The land won't help you when you are sick. Listen, the energy, the attitude you're dealing with, buy land like the rest of us. You see this guy, he's my president.
Comrades, they must be reminded all the time that they are thieves. Anyone who steals is a thief. And when they say, I am not a thief, I did not steal anything on after 1994, you must tell them, anyone in possession of a stolen goods is a criminal.
Yes, my president. The Europes only meet black people when they go to a fish river, not before the white men and the colored people can work together from Cape. EFF is the thieves of our land. They must be chased away. The land belongs to the colored and bushmen, not the black people. Go away, EFF. That's why they never responded because of what you are saying doesn't make any sense. As a black man, I'm going to defend Orania. And please, EFF, come near to Orania, please. I can't wait. We have a clever blacks. So if we have clever blacks, man, there's no time to entertain a clever blacks, man. Why you have a time to waste your time to entertain a clever blacks?
Therefore, they are thieves too. If they don't want to continue with the legacy of their parents, they must return the stolen goods to the rightful owner, who will see whether will forgive them or not.
The only thing is this is 2025. This thing. This thing is 2025. This issue, this is 2025.
Comrades, these people must know that as long as the land is still in the hands of the minorities, there will never be peace in South Africa. How can you have peace with people who are landless?
Like this, like I said, this is an endless topic. It's an endless topic. Because I'm like now we're the kids who have no place to stay. We are busy hiring. Yeah, we are busy hiring in our own land. Just imagine go to pay rent, pay someone from outside. How this thing works? You're going to hire to someone coming from outside. Yeah? No, 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 no.
People want land. Our people want dignity. Our people want to defeat poverty.
Facts. You see, like, man, how can you go to rent a house to someone who's not from here? When you find out you don't own any house, our government failed us, man. Our government failed us. Our government failed us.
Poverty. Our people want to defeat crime. You can only do that when you have the land. Today, they say there are no white criminals. Why would they be white criminals? Because they've got everything. If you give us what they have, we will not be criminals.
Yeah, I think like it's a point there because people they tend to be criminals because of they don't have something to eat. You understand? You can ask lots of black people in prison who do crime, you say like, man, I have to make something, I have to give my family money, I need to buy food at home. We have nothing. So I decided to go to rob. I decided to go to smuggle, I don't know, those kind of stuff. And then they're like, oh, black people are not organized, they're disorganized, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this kind of issues.
We are being forced to go and eat nyaupe because there are no recreational facilities in our township, in our villages. So we must make sure.
Man, no one care a lot about black people like Julius Malema. Julius Malema loves you guys. This guy loves you with all he has. And I don't know, maybe because he understands poverty, he grew up in the struggle. Maybe because of that.
We take to the people of Sophia Town. They were removed here forcefully. Their pain, you can still touch it. And we must make sure that wherever Yumasikela is sleeping, Miriam Makeba is sleeping, they should be smiling from their graves that their children are continuing the fight that they have started.
I mean, our sisters, they fought. They fought. Our sisters, they fought for the land, but still lost. God, they fought, but still lost. So nice.
We are proud to join. We are proud to join those who came before us. Comrades, we need to identify every piece of land that belongs to us.
Now I know. I know the land of name. Because people they know, they still have people who experience people, older people. I have a kids and told my kids so like when the Magoga passing there, I realized I was staying there. Magoga just passing, so like pointing his house. Pointing his house, so like I was staying there. They remove us. Apartheid, they remove us. They stole our land. Passing. They identify because they know their land. Passing because they know their land. He's like, I was staying there.
And we need to start utilizing that piece of land for the benefits of everyone. We don't want this expropriation act that Ramaphosa signed in the current form, because that expropriation says they must be compensated. How do you give?
How do we give criminals money? Yeah, Ramaphosa. How do we give people who came here and do the bad things to our ancestors? Criminals, give them money. I don't like Ramaphosa is that person who loves peace. Is it not like those people like who love peace? They be like, no, it's fine, let them take their land. You know, like those kind of people. We are going to recover it. Let them take the land. But those people, they are living the best life while the poor are struggling.
If I find you with my stolen car, and when you have put Mac wheel on my car, you have tinted windows, you know, bring my car, this is my car. You agree, you know, I know it's your car, but I've put Mac wheel and tinted windows. It's not my problem. You go.
Whether you build a house, you build a school, if that land belongs to my ancestors, if that land belongs to my mother, my grandfather, whether you build a mall, whether you build big house, a flat, that land belongs to me. Whether you put something on top of that is not my business. He's speaking the truth, man. Why can be my business because of you stole it from the first place, then you try to make it look so beautiful. That's the good example.
Around decorating stolen goods is not my problem. It is your own problem. The people of District 6 are continuing to inspire us because they too lost their land. We want everybody who lost the land to know that their home is in the EFF.
Now, Viva EFF.
EFF President Julius Malema has urged his supporters to identify every piece of land for them and utilize it.
Julius Malema is moving moves. I'm doing. But no one is watching me. What do you mean?
Malema says when the EFF goes into government, they will expropriate farms and give them to farm workers. He further urged the EFF supporters to pick up the spear and continue the fight to reclaim what belongs to them. Malema was speaking on reclamation.
Malema like is serious, man. Malema is serious, man. Let's see the comments. Malema for president. Yes, boy. When people realize that even they take their land, it still costs money to run it. Farmer is not cheap. Where do you ever? You not even know how to use a spade. Malema is in Zimbabwe. Malema land is in Zimbabwe. This is the free hand of FF. This is the thing of the land. It's very important to put other people who share the same experience. Who share the same story, the same experience.
In 1913.
In 1913, there was no negotiation when black people lost their land. This is a history that we need to learn. But the problem about this video is the background one. To prove that I need to write this person down because I don't want the background so that I can start to late. And this topic is so nice, man. I want to say this guy. Nyambuze. Because I'm like, yeah, this one, let me search. Because I don't want Nyabuza, come on. Ante Nyabuza. How Nyabuza is Anton? Was Anton Nyabuza? I don't want, you know, like when you do YouTube and the background, they'll be like copyright. People, this guy I just ate because of, I believe it brings lots of impact. This guy is doing nice content, but he put songs, man. Don't put songs here. How? Let's see this one.
In 1913, there was never a negotiation with the black people when they lost their land. Today, you are using negotiation. Where did you get it from?
Where do you get it from? Yo, this guy speaking the truth. Just like the song, man. The songs is the one I don't
Put it straight.
People here use the background songs, man. Some of the Wi-Fi is rainy. I don't want. I don't want the. I don't want. I don't want the.
We're going to put it straight to you. The problem here are the white people because of profits.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. This guy is talking deep conversations. The problem, people play songs, man. Why are you playing songs? Let's go. Let's go, my brother. I'm going to stop it after 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, I'm stopping it. How? How? As you can see, Booze on the land reform. The land should be restored or returned to their rightful owners by using the same law they use against the natives, forced removal.
The black people when they lost their land. In 1913, there was never a negotiation with the black people when they lost their land. Today, you are using negotiation. Where did you get it from? You know what you should have done? You should have used the same law, force removal. This time you force removal.
It's like you should do the forced removal that they used against our ancestors. They removed them by force. Why we don't use the same thing that they
In
used?
1918, there was never a negotiation with the black people when they lost their land. Today, you are using negotiation. Where did you get it from? British law. To do that, unless you are a subject of Roman and Dutch and British, then you'll use that. But there was no negotiation here. So then you will fail in your mission because you are.
It's like the topic of the land is a big topic. You can't run away from it. It's a big topic that people they think they can run away from it. You can't run away from it.
Wrong laws, wrong interventions. Take the land if it means, but you don't have to report.
So like take the land. Take the land, but you don't have to report. Guys, I'm still looking for the one with no songs. People are playing songs. The problem. There's a problem, man. There's a problem. I don't know why people use Wi-Fi, people use songs. I'm going to leave it, man. I'm going to leave it.
Thank you.
This is boring now. Now, even though you don't watch, I understand. Like, this one is boring. It's boring. Lord, it's tiring. It's so sad the government will just sit there and look at the matter. Wow, but today is the first time hearing well spoken. This
Thank you,
country.
Honorable Nyambosa. Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to give context to say, in a South African context, when you say rural, you can't divorce it with poor.
Mm. 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 So like now we are in the topic now. So guys, this thing been playing with me. I can listen to Prince Mtetwa. Portfolio commit on land reform and brutal development. This is the thing we want to focus on.
And you can't divorce it with black. And you can't divorce it with lack of opportunity. You can't divorce it with lack of economic circulation in those areas.
Mm. Mm. Let's give this young man chance to speak, man. Let's give this young man to speak to educate us about the land reform, to get our land back stolen during apartheid.
So therefore, when we are saying rural, mainly you will find our own kin and kind being classified there.
Mm.
The one who is rich, which Matigizela is talking about, is a white man.
Mm. Mm. And when you see a black child struggling, but when you talk about those who are rich, are those who stole the land during apartheid. Mm.
In that rural sphere. So which means it's loaded with racism, especially in Western Cape, because they say they are no longer classified as rural, but we will have more of racism where poverty on the black is high and then and richness on the white.
Mm. That's what we are talking about. When I come here and talk, it's not like I come here to talk to make fun, it's to educate the world about the issues we experience in South Africa and the issue of the land. You see, like when it comes to Eastern Cape, especially, when you talk to the black people, you're focusing on the poverty side. When you talk about black people, you're focusing on the poverty side. But when you focus on the whites, you're focused on the rich side, people who have money. This is what Julius Malema have been saying. Like you said, the first video of Julius Malema.
That's why then here in Western Cape, we must come up with a different classification. You can't have these shacks in Khayelitsha and the ones next to the airport. And then you don't say anything about because there's
People of Western Cape, they are confusing me the two. Hey, this thing they're confusing me. Western Cape. I'm from Northwest. I'm Botswana, man. Northwest is the province of Botswana, which is Bukuribu Pirim. So like when you are like that, it's so confusing when you talk about Western Cape, Eastern Cape, Western Cape, Eastern Cape. Research on that one. Definitely.
then we must then use a media our people because they are there and they are not part of the reporting of Western Cape. Which we deal with Western Cape, we must be specific and intentional to say where are the blacks.
So when we deal with Western Cape, we must deal with classified. So like, where are the black people who live in the shacks, who depend on the social grant, who have the minerals, who have the land, but they don't know the benefit of it. We need to classify. So when we talk to the white, so like those who don't benefit during apartheid, who stole the land, who lived the best life. We say like that when Western Cape. This is a struggle that the whole country is experimenting.
What is their state? Because you say your province is no longer a rural is developed. So we must then coin it differently to say, what do you call this? Then it means informal settlement.
who are black.
No opportunities, no economic circulation. Between agriculture and rural development, as you were divorcing,
Speaking the truth, man. And someone who wrote yes, I can listen to Prism Tato the whole day. It's same to me. I'm sitting like this and I'll be because the truth is speaking. The truth is speaking. It make me to sit here and say because he speak the truth. Yeah, he speak the truth, and I'm sitting here. I'll be like, what are you saying, Mteto? Why are you telling us the truth like this, Mteto? Yeah.
I'm picking up an undertone that says the activities that are happening in the rural area. When it comes to agriculture department, they get given those activities as if they are flying in the air. Yet the domain and the base where these activities are happening are in a rural setting. So as you were contesting for what comes to rural development and what goes to agriculture, I see that.
My brother, I want you to then talk about the agriculture. I want to go straight to the land because this video is focused straight to the land. So I want us to go to the straight to the land because I explain about the land. And there's a video of you talking about the land to say like they come with the rules when they're supposed to get our land back. But when they stole our land, there was no rules. I want that topic.
It was a contestation to the point that facing each other, the cream of the crop activities, take it to Minister Stianeza. And then Nyonzo, we're giving you the remainder, whatever that is. And clearly, but it's not the good-looking ones. And as a result, that's why we are sitting with this problem. But let me give you something that can work for you as rural development. Under legacy.
And let's go to the land, my man. You see, like now, you don't talk about the land, you talk about things I don't want. Too much food. No, but I stop. These guys, I love this one, but as a music, man. This one is hectic. This one is so hectic. Listen to the online reform. The land should be restored and retained. This is what I wanted to focus on.
In 1913, there was never a negotiation with the black people when they lost their land.
There were never negotiation. They came here, they removed them by force.
Today, you are using negotiation. Where did you get it from?
Where do you get it from? Us there. Where do you get it from? Long term, they pick the land by force.
You know what you should have done? You should have used the same law, force removal.
And you know what should be done? We should use the force removal because of when they came here, they've no mercy for a black child. They forced them out of their own land.
This time you force Rupert and open him and then return the land.
This time you force Rupert and make sure you return the land that black people are still waiting for. Even in 2025, the land is still a big topic. Even after they make them to go to their father Trump. So like, hey, Trump, yo, Trump, hey.
That's but you can't use Roman Dutch and British law to do that.
You can't use your own language to do that, your own laws from Europe. Unless
you are a subject of Roman and Dutch and British, then you'll use that. But there was no negotiation here.
Where there was no negotiation here. It's cool.
So then you will fail in your mission because you're applying wrong laws, wrong interventions. Take the land if it means.
Take the land If it means why you want to take the lands and we are busy negotiating like this is Europe. When they came, they didn't negotiate. He said like that. When they came, they didn't negotiate. They took it by force. Why you have to negotiate?
But you don't have to report
You don't have to report, President.
to Britain and Dutch
And you don't have to report to Europeans. Why like now you're reporting? Why the land taking time?
and Romans. Come to us as natives. We are still there as warm bodies. You may have destroyed the Amakosa structures as a
Come to us. We are still waiting to get our land back. While we are busy going to Europe, to Dutch, British, to explain we are going to take the land, and when people need to negotiate and they want the money while they stole the land.
institution of government, but we still exist as warm bodies. So it means we can restore and reconstruct Amakosa system. First Minister and the department.
He said like, come to us while we are busy going to Europeans. Our cultural kings, we can restore our
Please tell South Africans, are we still a British colony or a
Are we still a British or Roman?
Roman colony or a Dutch colony?
Which one out of the came here and take everything from us, even though we don't follow our cultural activities, we don't follow us, we don't know who we are. Nini black person is Muslim, Nini black person is a Christianity. Hey, what are we exactly? Hey, this country is an English country in Africa. Yeah, man. This country is an English country in Africa. Yeah.
The reason is this one. Your source documents, which you use to restore and reform this land, where are you getting them from?
Where do we get this from? The document, the papers we're using, where do you get them from? You get them from Roman, British, or Dutch, Europe?
Or what are they saying? Because I will give you mine.
What? Because of I have mine that I'm going to give you, Mr. President. What they're saying in your papers.
We talk about land reform.
When we talk about getting our land back, black people are still waiting for their land back. They stay in poverty. They live in the shade. They're sharing out the piece out of 10, 20 people.
It's a strategy. I'm using the 1905 first census or a document of South Africa.
I said I'll use the strategy is going to use to get the land back,
which is followed by the native tribes of Transvaal, followed by the native tribes of Cape Colony.
Man, I don't like the sound, man. To be honest, I don't like the sound. That's why I'm talking after because the sound is not what I prefer, because this sound is going to put me in danger. I don't like the sound at all.
So those are my source documents. Now, the first question I'm asking is going to tell you where.
Ish, guys, I finish it here. The sound is a problem, man. The sound is a problem. I don't lie.